Hey everybody, good evening. How's everyone doing? Um, I'm putting Hawk's new channel so everybody knows how to get to Hawk. Crazy times we're in, huh? Y'all ready to unwind and wish there was some way I could figure out how to put a burning fire. So everybody could just look at the fire. Okay, Bella, gotcha. You're welcome. Just the link if anybody wants to jump up. It's been a crazy emotional 2 days, huh? Need somebody up here talking to me. So I guess I'll just talk. Okay. How's your weather? We are actually back up in the 60s and sunny and heading to the 80s by the weekend. And it's looking pretty good here. I'm hoping that was our last breeze and the blue bonnets and wildflowers will start popping up probably in about 2 weeks. That's like one of my favorite times. I drive around and take pictures and videos all over the place. It's one good thing Lady Bird did was make sure that the wildflowers were planted everywhere. She did a few good things. I don't think she was quite as bad as everyone thinks. Okay, Bella. Thank you. He's running a long one today. Like, really long. I've been over there a few times.
Crap. Hello.
Hi.
I wanted to say thank you, Bonnie, for letting me up again. And I wanted to apologize to you.
Hang on just 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, we'll try that. What are you apologizing for?
Because the other night when I was on and I went back to watch the video later because I got off, I realized that I kind of overstepped and jumped into conversations kind of thing. And I wanted to apologize. And I will try to be better. I can't
Thank
guarantee
you.
anything, but I'll try. we all
We
just
all do it.
Yeah, and
It's,
we all get so excited in our thoughts, and our mouth just goes.
well, that's not my issue. I'm afraid I'm going to forget it if I don't say it.
Go ahead.
But at the same time, I try to kind of keep quiet, it, especially if it's a subject that everybody might want to speak about. Um, I know I should have better control of my panel. I've been told. And I really don't know how to do that without being rude. And so it is what it is. And some people get their feelings hurt. Well,
Grow up. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry.
yes, you did. Um, you just can't please everybody all the time. That's all I can say.
Mm-mm. No. I
I
think
try.
I think you do a great job, and I'm still surprised that you let me up every time. But hey, okay.
If I don't, you're going to pout for 2 weeks.
Well, no, I'll just be in chat.
I'm just playing.
No, I'll just think, oh, what did I do to Bonnie? She's upset with me. Okay, I did something wrong, and it would all be on
See?
me, not on you.
Yeah, but that's just it. So you're going to take it as something's wrong. I think that's a lot of our problems is we all think that.
Yep.
You text somebody, they don't text right back. What what is going on now? Well, life. Hello, there's life out there.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I'll open those later. That's making a lot of noise.
No, I don't know what you're doing, but sounded interesting.
Yeah, it's nothing. Daughter picked up my prescription for me.
Ah, well, you need that.
It's, well, not right this minute. Not enough to make all the noise.
But Bonnie, you got a package. Okay, it doesn't matter what the hell is in the package. You gotta open it up and check it out for sure. It's normal.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just normal for me. I don't know.
maybe. I'm pretty patient. Um, yeah, guess it depends on who it's from. Maybe I don't know. I don't get a lot of packages from people.
No, me either.
Well, and if I ordered it or something, I ordered some boxes. In fact, I think one has not even been opened yet, or two, because one's in my granddaughter's bedroom. Yep, they haven't even been opened. So I really needed them really bad, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, they're preps, and so they can stay in the boxes because,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hello, everyone. That I didn't write hello to before.
Hey, David, ship kicker,
Yeah.
cashew,
Black Watch.
black watch, nose picking,
I had to pause
Kelly.
Fox to come here. I did. I actually paused Hawks because he was doing the X-22 report, and your music
Mhm.
started, and I'm like, oh crap! Get over there. So I paused him, and I stopped doing the other job I was doing that Hawk told me to do earlier in the day. Ay, ay, ay. I think I'm on episode 19 of the sequel, downloading it onto my external hard drive. I did the
Oh,
Q alerts. I did the Fall of the Cabal. Now I'm doing the sequel, and I'm on episode 19.
and that's your assignment?
Mm-hmm. He told everybody to do it.
Oh,
So you have a hard copy of it, not on your computer. So when people come and ask you what the hell's going on, because, they think you can slap them in front of the computer and say, watch this, and walk away and let them watch it.
Hey, Camel Carl.
Hey, Camel.
Rocksteady. Did I say hi to Rocksteady?
I'm not sure. I
I'm
did
not.
earlier.
Well, I just said it again.
Wade Duck. Hello.
Wade Duck.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Hello,
Well, I've
Denise.
noticed. Hey, Denise. Good to see you. I've noticed some new names. I did go to Hawks a few times today. Like he's been running all day long, hadn't he?
I was there from about, well, when Chuck went off his one this afternoon, his early one, I was
Yes.
there from then till now.
He read Shift Kicker. Well, I had an appointment while Chuck was on. So
Mm.
I just got to see a minute of that and then um, saw Hawk on. And I don't know how I saw Hawk on.
I
Bella
was
must
in,
have gave me that a while back or something.
I
And
think, I think
hey,
somebody
Crucible.
put it in Chuck's chat.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I think I clicked on it in Chuck's chat, and when Chuck was over, I just went to it
Yeah.
and subscribed and all that stuff. And it was still Bella's name, so then she changed it to Hawk's channel, and
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know what to say, David. I'm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Um,
depends. It depends on how far into paganism the person is, I guess. I don't know. I'm not real sure. I'll have to research it, and I'm not doing that now. I'm busy
um,
with one.
so there's different kinds.
I think so.
I didn't
Like
know that. Hi, Pappy
uh
Two Days.
there's oh, what the hell are they called? Just a minute. The Norsemen, like the Norwegians and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
that were pagans, thousands and thousands of years ago, but I don't know anything about it now.
I had a neighbor who said and she was evil.
Oh, wow. Some of
No
them
doubt
are.
about it.
I guess,
She would
well,
take
go ahead. Sorry.
she would take our cat and tie it to her front porch post and um the business that my friend owned, we let her work there when we would go on a trip or something, and she painted a red line completely around the building. And so, yeah, I'm pretty sure she wasn't a good one.
No. Well, I mean, there's good people and there's bad people in every type of thingy
True,
going on.
that's true.
So it's whether she's
And
pagan or
that's
not.
true, Cashew. That's,
Yeah.
um, you're right.
Oh,
I might.
paganism is a catch term.
Um, oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just,
Your one experience was bad.
well,
Somebody, Jane, Brent, Brian. Starts with a B. That's all I know.
I didn't see it. I missed somebody. I said hi
Liberty
to
Warrior
Mike.
Nation and gents.
Oh,
Hey, John.
well, and it's just like, yeah, we'll just drop that subject.
Well, it's like believing in God and not going to church. It's the same kind of thing, really.
Oh, and that's kind of what I was fixing to say. We could all call ourselves Christians, but then there's different types of Christians,
Yeah.
different religions, and different. We're all different, but we're supposed to be different. We are not robots. We are not. We're being unprogrammed right now, and we need to keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Keep our minds open and um,
Your heart's open.
use discernment and have a open, loving heart. Yes, because people are going through some crap right now.
And believe in your intuition. What your gut says is true.
Trust your gut. Yes,
Trust the gut.
definitely.
Oh, good
Yeah.
night, John.
Yeah, my mom and stepdad have had a stomach bug past week or so. I said, well, I don't think I'm coming to see you tomorrow. Hey, Chuck, how are you doing? I'll put the link again if anybody wants to jump up.
Hi, Chrissy Cat. David N., you're fine. Yeah, I missed Liberty tonight because I was on Hawks and I was interested in what was going on. I'll have to watch it later tomorrow.
Hey, Red. Did I say hey to Red?
I
And David, you're fine, really. You're very welcome, Mike. Thank you for showing up and being able to be there. Um, since that was brought up, uh, if there was any possible way for me to physically be in Oklahoma, I absolutely would. And I know that a lot of y'all were go, 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 do it, do it, do it. Um, there's some underlying things that make that not possible. And it's pretty heartbreaking.
yeah. And you know what, Bonnie? We all understand that. And
I
we're all
love you for
heartbroken
being
with
there,
you.
Mike. What?
I don't remember. uh,
You just do it every 5 seconds, huh? Okay.
um, I think what
Can
I
you
said
hold up
was,
for a minute?
I think I said was, I was one of the ones that was pushing you to go, but I do realize that we got shit going on in our life, and we can't do all the things that we want to do. It's just impossible right now.
Well, I'm really glad that Mike has been there. I have seen a side of him I hadn't seen. I saw him cutting up and laughing and enjoying himself for a change. He's always very serious and a little intimidating. And so it was good to see that. It was good to see the camaraderie between them personally, and it was just, I'm glad that happened. That, that was a good thing.
Yes.
They're pretty funny together.
Yes, they are. And Bella, if you're still here, someone
She's not.
said your birthday. Pardon?
She's not. And you're crackling. What'd you
Okay. I didn't do anything.
do?
And I defragged and did everything the day before yesterday, so it shouldn't be that. But maybe the it's kind of windy here, so maybe the internet's acting up. I don't know. I don't have anything that tells me that, but
Thank you, Denise. Yeah, and that was pretty neat that uh, Bruce Rogue went to visit Shane today, and yeah, they they got to talk a lot, and Mike got to get on and talk. I know it's killing him not to be able to get on and do his show.
we did one tonight.
Made up for it tonight. Yep.
Well, you did one this afternoon too. On it, he
Yes.
said he was having issues.
Well, yeah. It started out Podbean, and his mic wasn't working. Mike's mic.
Ah.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Dorinda.
How are you doing?
I'm trying to relax. Shane is I think Shane's in bed early for tonight. He's pretty wore out.
I bet he is.
Yeah, he had a really good day. We got to meet Rogue, and that was really exciting. And then his old boss came over and hung out for an hour or so, and he really enjoyed that too. So he's had a pretty heavy day and lots of laughs, and
Oh, wow.
kind
That's good.
of seems like the old Shane's back, So it was really neat to witness that.
Good. Has he been
Awesome.
eating?
I've been pushing him pretty hard, Bonnie. I've been pushing him pretty hard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're a little bigger than me, so that probably worked out better.
Yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to be up to around 70 here, so I'm gonna try to get him back outside, maybe go for a walk, or at least get out on his deck and enjoy the
good.
sunshine, get some fresh air. I know he enjoyed that yesterday when we did that. So
Yep. That kind of surprises me because, boy, when it's sunny, I am on my deck in a heartbeat, soaking up that sun because it just feels good to be outside.
When
And
it's
it's
nice here, I'm in
depressing to just sit inside. Yeah.
Hi, Gigi.
Outlaw.
Outlaw. Hello.
Yeah. Yesterday he told me he didn't eat too good, and so it's like, you have to do better than that.
yeah, he's stubborn at times. So
You think?
yeah, I made him a nice dinner yesterday. I made him an egg this morning so he gets some protein in his body, and made
Good.
him drink a protein shake, and
Good. Awesome.
he's Shane. He ain't gonna force him too much.
Yep. I miss Blue Moon.
Maybe what do you think, Bonnie, if I went and just maybe got one of those hoops stuck in his nose and then tied a rope to it, and then I could pull him around like a bull, make him do what I want.
I'll be right back.
I think he's still a little bigger than you. I don't know
He's
about that.
very strong. He is very strong. We arm wrestled yesterday. He's very strong. And yeah, Gigi, I'll run down and see if I can't get him some oatmeal too. That's he's been saying Gigi's blowing me up, telling me eat oatmeal every day, and I said, well, that's because it's good for your heart. So I'll see if I can't get him some oatmeal tomorrow.
Yeah. For some reason, Gigi thinks that's a cure-all. She keeps
Well,
on about that.
it can't be bad, that's for sure.
No, I know it's good for him, but the protein, I'm glad you're pushing because that's a big one. Because that'll zap your energy like quick if you don't have enough protein.
Yeah, and that's he's
Me,
low
it
on
will.
protein. He's low on protein, so I got
Yeah.
some chicken for him. I'm gonna cook him some chicken breast tomorrow with some jalapeno poppers. I told him tomorrow we're having a big dinner, a nice dinner. So, yeah.
Oh,
Hello,
cool.
Miss Blue Moon. Good to see you.
Jalapeno
Hello, Miss
poppers
Blue
sounds
Moon.
good. We've been talking about those a few times on the show. We talk a
Yep.
lot of food here.
Yeah, he said how he loves jalapeno poppers. So I'm gonna make
Yep,
him some tomorrow.
that's good.
And
Did he take the day
an-
off?
anybody who wants to help him out, just ship him a Coors Light cube because he loves Coors Light.
Course Light.
Yeah, he's a Coors Light guy.
Huh. Is that nationwide? There's
Is
one of them that I thought was made only here. Is it Lone Star?
Oh, are you talking about beer?
Yeah.
Coors Light's made in Colorado. I think Lone Star's made there in Texas for sure.
We can get
Oh.
Coors Light in Canada.
Oh, okay. That's all over. I never did like the taste. Well, I didn't like beer anyway. That probably a good thing. Yep.
Rocksteady. Shane needs green tights. That helps with blood pressure. It'll cut the blood
Oh
pressure off to
Lord,
certain appendages and help his heart.
Mike, do you see what you started?
Yeah, he reminds me of that all the time. Believe me, I hear about it from Shane all the time.
Oh yeah, the girls here want not only to have the green tights, okay, they want them to have a tutu and a crown.
Yeah,
Look.
he's got some choice words for me for starting that.
Okay, well, you've seen him, all of him. That's just a no.
Hey, Liz Grizz.
Hello, Liz.
Hello, Black Watch. Tomahawk
Wait,
Outlaw.
that Dr. Pepper. Hey, Liz.
All right, well, I think I'm going to jump down, let somebody else hop up. I just wanted to hop up here and say hello and thank you, Bonnie and Duranda, for all the love and support, and everyone else that's sending him love and support. Gigi and Denise and Liz and just everybody who's sending Shane love and support, because I can tell you it really is helping drive him and it lifts him up. So keep him in your
That's
prayers.
awesome.
Keep loving on him. He'll get through this. He'll pull through.
I know he will. And then he better get his butt down here.
Yeah, he's wanting to.
Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate everything you're doing.
So do I.
All right. Love you guys. Have a great evening. God bless you.
Love you.
God bless you too,
God bless
Mike.
you. Yep. Yeah. Point your hands towards Oklahoma and say a big prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Back and forth talks. Gigi, he's been a lot of company and wore out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to come up here and talk, Miss Deer?
Squirrel.
No, I don't think she wants to. Okay.
Wow, that sucks.
Well,
Oh, she might be playing Kanaka, whatever the hell the game is with hubby.
yeah. I don't know. What time is it? No, not yet. Okay, Gigi. I know what time, so you don't have an excuse
It's
for another hour.
It's 10:22 in Ontario.
Yep. I know. Another hour. So I haven't been on much lately of anything in YouTube. Did I miss anything good? And by good, I mean good. Like, I don't want to hear the over there. And I did watch some lives of the truckers. I can't get enough of the truckers. I'm sorry. I just love what they're doing. I'm praying that they stay out of DC because it's a trap. But I just love seeing all those flags
Mm-hmm.
hanging over just like it was in Canada, over every overpass. There's just tons of people and flags. And
Yeah. Seemingly, we're supposed to have in Canada on March the 5th, hands across the country. So you stand the highway, people, and hold hands. I don't know. And Doug Ford said yesterday, today, I don't know when he said it. Yes, today maybe. Yeah, it's Monday. That we might be getting rid of the masks after March break. So I don't know when March break is. Second week of March. I don't know. So hopefully that'll come true.
you know what? So where is that supposed to happen?
Ontario.
Hands across, just in Ontario?
No, they were talking about it all across Canada, but I don't know how that's going to work.
Well, see, I have been wanting to do that from the very beginning of all this. And like worldwide. Of course, across the sea, I guess that would be a little hard to do. But if just imagine if every country was just standing there holding hands, what kind of message that would put out there. Of course, would the MSM cover it? Probably not. But still, it's a pretty good state.
Okay, Wade Duck says it's It's the 15th, not the 5th, so I was wrong. But I had the idea right. I get partial credit, I guess. I don't know.
Did I have some drama, Rocksteady? There's Rogue.
Hi, Rogue.
Hey,
And you have
Are
to
you
have
uh,
watched.
I'm about like Shane, wore out. That's one of the longest trips I've taken for since May, and everything. My health's about as good as his. So,
right?
uh, but
Well,
we
I
connected and
appreciate
had a
you.
heck of a good time. And I was catching part of what you were saying about hands across America and Canada and the sea. I get a hold of one of the techie guys that does computers and stuff, say for Dr. Rob was one of them, having put a CGI together from Europe across Pacific and Atlantic and all of that with hands showing on a CGI deal and throw it out there. That might be an interesting deal to see.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, yeah, I'm sorry I'm laying down and stuff here and everything. So, but
Well, I
I do
appreciate.
I do a lot of lurking. Is what I do. Either your show, Travis's, Mike's, things like that. If I got something to say, I'll pop in like now and do it. And if not, I'm just in the background, just listening. Like I've told them all, I can learn more by keeping my trap shut and listening instead of flapping my jaws and not hear what's happening or trying to read chat with my head injury and stuff. I have a real problem multitasking now
Yeah,
and
I can
things.
understand that.
But
Oh,
no, we
hey,
had a wonderful time today down there, and I kind of blew them out of the water down there, not trying to brag or anything. But if one of you want to look up the computer that I took down there and everything to show them, I got a settlement from my future medical off my workers' comp deal, and I splurged myself, and it'll be the last computer I'll need before I pass away and stuff. I'm 64 and been messing with them for 30 years, and I thought I'd just go for the top of the line, full blown and everything else, and bought it and everything. It's an Asus Zephyrus Duo 15, or you can look at the Zen book from Duo, and that's what I've got. My computer's got two screens, one above the keyboard and the main screen. So,
Oh,
and it was not cheap, but they got a big kick out of it down there and everything. And I'll never use the full horsepower of it, of what it'll do. But if I need to pull something off, at least I got the horsepower under the hood to do it. It's overkill for this right here, right now. I'm on my phone right now, is what I'm on.
yeah.
But it's a lot of fun and everything. I'm still learning it. It's more complicated than my brain can handle right now, especially with dual screens on what all it can do. I've watched videos and I go babble jaws on it. Go blah 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 blah. You got to be kidding me. And it's got a program in there in the company software from Asus where I can put my cell phone into it. This computer does not come with a webcam, but I've got two external cameras on it. But the software that's in it from Asus, I can link this webcam up to that computer and use my cell phone as a webcam also. So it's pretty versatile and things.
awesome.
So
Well, that'll be good for your new
Cool.
channel.
yeah, but if you're curious what it looks like, it's when I seen it, I about dropped my jaw. Says they make something like that, and yeah, they did, and everything. So that's what I ended up getting, and
Yeah,
everything. Like I say, you only live once, and this is the only chance I had was to get get it. And like I say, it'll be the last one that I'll ever buy. I've built a lot of them over the years and things.
Well, that's great. Yeah,
And
Black
things, you know,
saying,
when they were towers and stuff, those were easy. The laptops, I have a little problem going real deep throat in them and
yeah,
everything. I'll change hard drives, memory, and maybe a keyboard if I don't have to take the thing completely apart. If it'll pop out the top, that works for me. But I don't do major surgery on a laptop whatsoever because a lot of the times they're just one of a kind. They're not universal motherboards like you can put in the towers. So and everything and switch them out and upgrade them and things like that. It's just limited on laptops and stuff. But I thought I'd just get the one that was gonna do me right until I'm not here no more, and then somebody else can have fun with it. And of course, they come out with the new one after the Consumer Electronics Show out in Las Vegas they have every year, and it's been upgraded a little bit, but it's basically got the same hardware in it, just more memory capability and bigger hard drive capability. That's about it, but everything else is about the same. So I'm happy with it and everything because I can work on it too. I already had to, and everything. The guy I got it from, he messed up the original Windows in it, and I had to reload it. I wanted to start from scratch anyway and make it like I wanted it, everything. So I'm part of the way there, but I ain't got it fully loaded with what I want to yet. So
that's great.
but anyway, I wanted to jump in here and say hi and kind of fill you in. Shane's doing pretty good down there. He's about like I am. You overdo it, you gotta go lay down or just stop. That's basically what I did and everything. I run 85 miles today is what I run. I'm only 41 miles from him.
Yeah.
And I told him if he has trouble since I'm this close and we're all spread out all over the country and countries, include Dorinda here, it's kind of hard to get to one of our friends that's 2,000 miles away or 800 or whatever. I can be there in an hour if I have to, if my body says, yeah, go and everything health wise and all that, but I'm not going to put myself in danger. And we got two of our guys with problems.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'm trying to look out for him too.
Thank you, Rogue. I really, really appreciate it. Bruce.
No problem. It was just, that's okay. Like I was telling Shane and Mike, I just thought of that name one time, kind of doing what I'm doing now and everything. Wonky Rogue, that kind of got a ring to it. So I put it into YouTube and nothing came back. Nobody had that handle. So I adopted it. And I know it throws some people some curves sometimes when I throw it out there, without my first and last name on some of the stuff that I go on, wondering who the heck this clown is, and if they know what my last name is, and I do live up to my last name at times too, believe me.
Yeah.
Which is loony. So I can pull that off real good and everything. So got a rogue. Yeah, we got a rogue loony out here. He's really dangerous. Better look out. And things. So, but no, going to have to exchange info one of these days, Bonnie, and everything. I got to get a hold of them again. I mentioned while I was down there, Tom, I wanted to get some contact information from some of the people that are on LWN, but didn't get around to that. We got to jacking our jaws, and we just had a real good time down there and everything. So, and I've got the okay from a couple people to go ahead and get it from Mike because I want their permission first.
Yes.
Everything and all of that in case something does go down up here in no man's land where Shane and I are. At least we can relay it to somebody that's got a big channel like Mike and all of that, and he can get it out there and everything
Yeah.
like that. So just basically a recon contact for in case something does go wacko. At least we can let people know that'll listen. That's the key, is getting people to listen
Right.
and everything for what all we're doing. But I'm going to go back to lurking and everything. So if something comes in, you might throw the link out every once in a while so I can have it again, and that way I can come back in and put in my 2 cents worth for what it's worth anyway, and everything
Okay.
and go from there. But I love
Well,
doing this. This is one of my social contacts here, is the live streams on YouTube with Mike and you and Travis and whoever else I can find that'll let me in, and on what I can contribute stuff and everything. But
Yeah.
living by yourself, it helps a bunch, believe me.
yeah. Well, we appreciate it. I'm
Yes.
glad you
Oh,
came up, and I really appreciate you going to visit Shane. I'm sure he enjoyed that. And
yeah, it was one of the dreams come true. It's like when they all went July 4th last year to Mount Rushmore. You don't know how bad I wanted to go to up there just to get
oh
out of here, just to get out of here and
yeah,
meet some friends and stuff. And this was just too close for me not to even give it a try with my health, and I made it. I wore myself out doing it, but it was kind of like a dream come true to meet the two big bosses of LWN. That don't come up very often when they're this close to your house, believe me. And
no,
I couldn't pass it up. I was supposed to go yesterday, but Shane wasn't feeling too good, and today was better. So we had a good time down there, and we're gonna kind of have to make it once or twice a month, just me and Shane, because we don't know when to shut up with each other, and time flies and everything.
yeah.
So I think they'll do us both some good. Sorry about the cord here. That's my charging cord to my phone. So
Oh, that's all right.
sorry to look so funny here and everything, but you ladies have fun and let somebody else get on here. And if they got any questions about Shane and you don't know the answer, maybe holler at me. Maybe I can figure out something. I don't know. But we can sure
Yes,
give
sir.
it a try. Like I tell everybody, I try to do what I can for anybody and everybody. I'll try, but I can't promise anything, is what I tell people with the way things are going with me right now.
Well, I
You take
understand
care,
that totally.
okay?
I'll do that, and you ladies take care and have fun, and I'll be listening to you and enjoying the show with you guys and everything. It's nice to look at pretty faces once in a while instead of my own ugly mug.
Well, I'm not showing mine yet because I'm
I know,
still a
but
bit of a mess.
I've seen you, Bonnie. You're a pretty good gal, pretty good looking gal. Both of you are and everything. And
Well, thank
Well,
you.
thank
being
you.
you guys age very well, and might as well throw it out here. I told them down there, with Mike, I could almost be his dad. I'm 64. And with Shane, I would have been 14 if I was his dad. So I'm kind of up there a bit, but you guys age gracefully, and it's nice to look and have that view back at you sometimes, believe me.
Well, thank you very much. We
You,
appreciate it.
Yes,
you
thank you.
bet you ladies have a good night, and like I say, I'll be lurking and listening.
Okay,
Okay, you take care. Thank
Okay,
you.
love you all, and take care, and I love everybody in chat too and
Love you
everything.
too.
So you guys all take care, and God bless every one of you, and may His blessing come down on all of us and keep us out of trouble.
Amen.
Amen. All right, have a good night, ladies. Take care.
Thank you, you too.
I will.
Y'all send some prayers up there for Rogue too.
Yeah,
Bless his heart.
yeah. Wade Duck says by the 5th they're getting rid of the mandates, and the 15th is the end of the mask. So we'll see.
Cool.
But yeah, I saw something about hands across Canada or something. I don't remember what it was now. But I thought it was a pretty good idea.
Yeah. I know. I think Pappy said something long a while ago, and I'm pretty sure I missed it. I missed a lot of chat.
You're paying attention to your guests.
Yes, I was. Pretty cool that he got to go down there, and I guess that's a pretty expensive setup he got. If Blackwatch says it's the most expensive, it's got to be pretty high up there.
Well, I know I seen Pappy in
Hey,
here
Michigan
earlier.
girl, Lisa.
I can't now because I'm looking for
Yeah, I couldn't find it either.
it.
Hi, Cindy. How are you doing? Sassy cat, I agree.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I think about that and I think that would be so cool. I don't know who went around and did that, but you know how you see these old pictures and movies and stuff where they had the street lights were actually were they candles or kerosene lamps, I guess, or something, and
Mhm.
so somebody went around and lit those every night.
Oh wow,
I
yeah,
would
for sure.
I wouldn't want that job, but
No,
of
especially on
course it's
cold nights.
yeah. And I guess the towns were a lot smaller then too, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty good seeing Shane last night.
Awesome. Oscam. See. 180 subs. Awesome.
That's good, Chuck. I know it took me months to hit 100, and I was like, woohoo, party time, 100 subs.
What you at now, Bonnie?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. It's just, it's whatever it is. If they like it, they'll sub. If they don't, they'll keep on trucking.
Yeah.
I just don't worry about it a lot. I just do this to have a place for everybody to come and unwind and chat in the chat, talk to each other. If anybody wants to talk about anything, if it's not going to make everybody cry and depressed,
Good
I'm
night, Denise.
open to it. Night, Denise. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh, Lisa says you have 337.
Oh,
Wade says 336.
somewhere around there. Yep. And Gigi and I, we talk about getting 500 just to be able to post on the community page, but it's not a competition to get there or anything. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
And it's not a priority in your life.
Not at all. No.
You're so funny, Jack.
Well, thank you. I'm glad it's people in here for you. That's my goal. No stress. No drama. Too much of that going around.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Gigi.
I was wondering about that. Yeah. And I've heard a few people saying that lately, and I understand it. People don't realize how taxing it is on you to like try to be on every single night. And I'll open it up and I'll think, okay, 2 hours limit. And sure enough, as soon as I set a limit on it, 4 hours later, I'm like, it's just kind of hanging here. It's like, yeah, those 4 hour shows they're hard to do.
Oh, that's sad, Lisa.
Now I can see why Mike goes 2 hours and done.
Yeah.
Of course, he does it a few times a day, and I was gonna do that today again, because when the truckers were pulling into Springfield, Missouri, they were getting a pretty big welcome there, and so I started to open it up just for one of those to show the truckers, like I did the other day. But I had that appointment, and then washing clothes and doing stuff. It just didn't happen.
You're a little
Lot.
crackly tonight, Bonnie.
Am I?
Yeah.
Well, I
You're
just
cracking
unplugged.
the place up tonight.
I just unplugged my computer to go smoke a cigarette. But if it's going to cause that, I don't want to do that. Of course, I can shut up and let you just sit there and yak.
Oh, great. Yeah, we'll be sitting here dancing and doing stupid shit because I don't know what the hell to do either up here.
I'm joking.
Well, it's
I
not like,
know. I
you know, it's
just
not like we haven't
plugged
done
it back
but
in. Does that help that I plugged it back in?
yes.
Okay. I don't know why that is. When I unplug it, kind of weird.
Yes, Cindy Fuller, that's awesome. I love what you just said.
Yeah, thank you, Cindy, for saying that. And Gigi, if you ever just want to do one together, even, I'm up for that. You got the games. Well, I don't care what people are saying about me. So,
What what other people think of you, Gigi, is none of your damn business.
Well,
To
it's
be
her
honest,
business, but
no, it isn't.
it's not
It's
her
theirs.
business.
No,
Well,
because her business is how she feels. It doesn't matter what other people think because they're not her. It only matters what she thinks.
true. I don't know.
Gigi, how was your visit with your granddaughter? I haven't talked to you, so I don't know.
And that's another thing, Gigi. Just if you go to a channel and it sounds like stuff, walk away.
Yeah.
It's just like getting in a conversation you don't want to be in. It was nice seeing you. Love you, but I got stuff to do. Gotta go. That's
No,
it.
Lisa. No, Lisa, we didn't because Bonnie has responsibilities. So,
How's everybody doing?
hi, girlfriend.
How's it
How are ya?
going? Good, good.
So the birthday party was awesome.
Oh, well, no, they did the party on Saturday. You know, we went on her birthday, and the kitty party was on the weekend. So knowing the kitty party was on the weekend, Abby's like, let's go Thursday. So then,
And you were gone by the kitty party.
oh yeah, we only just stayed the one night. So Thursday over to Friday.
But why didn't you stay for the kitty party, man? You'd had lots of fun. You could have done some painting with the kids and bubbles with the
Okay.
kids and God knows what with the kids. Like, come on, Grandma. What the hell kind of...
Dorinda,
I'm
that
kidding,
might be
I'm kidding.
something you enjoy, but there's some people who that's not their cup of tea. My mother never would.
I have to admit that is my cup of tea. Because
Oh.
last time we went, well, I'm a kid lover, man. If I could have had it, could afford
Me
it, I would have
too.
had more than two, kind of thing, right? And with the right person.
Yeah.
Hence, it's too bad that hubby and I didn't have any. But you know, sometimes you got to stop at a certain age too. Pardon me. Yeah, so we went down because her birthday was a Thursday. It was kind of supposed to be a surprise for us to show up and her not know, but that kind of got a little. But that's okay. So as per usual, the weather, I hate it in the winter. Driving there is just insane because the day she was born was a blizzard that I had to drive in to get there in 4 hours, and that was insane. It's just been amusing the way how the timing is whenever we go. So sure enough, Thursday when we went, it was great, beautiful day out. And it snowed a little bit in the eve. No,
I was gonna say the road looked kind of snowy to me.
Yeah, so it started snowing in the morning, and we kind of knew because weather forecast, whatnot. So we're leaving the hotel, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, you know, we're gonna get on the road. We're gonna do this. We'll go to our buddy's house." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." Until we got onto the highway, and 10 minutes later, it's. Oh man, we just got on here. What's going on? It's snowing like crazy. Dead stop. Okay, we finally get going for a little bit. Just like he's checking his phone, seeing there's all these red blotches all over the highway going on. We're just like, and I knew this.
Yeah.
That's why I just kind of prepare for everything. I know what the weather's coming, whatever else. I know the way he's going to go this way, that way, this way, that way for decisions, whatever else. I brace myself for the trip, for everything. So the worst thing was, which I couldn't believe, was how many cars vehicles were in the ditch on our side
Yeah.
of the highway plus the other side of the highway. I've seen, many times being around there, or even in the Toronto highways, whatever, if it's bad out, you see cars. This was ridiculous. This was like at least 20. Stop and go, and we get to a part where we're all getting veered off to get off the highway by the police. It's blocked up. You ain't going anywhere. So everybody was getting off the highway, making a right to go onto the, shall we say, smaller highway to travel down.
Access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we came up to the point, hubby's looking at his thing. He sees, okay, we're going to hit the Thousand Islands Parkway. I'm like, sure. I don't want to follow the whatever. This is going to take forever. What a beautiful view. We both went, okay, we're coming up here in the summertime kind of thing, right? The view was beautiful, right by the edge of the lake. I'm seeing little houses. Oh, I haven't downloaded that yet off my phone. I just realized that. But little houses off in the water. And it was incredible. But so we get around that way, back to the highway where we're supposed to go. And I don't think I've told anybody this one yet. So hubby comes around the corner, and it's the bridge to go back onto the highway. Well, we pull up. Oh, speaking of, somebody just pulled up in the driveway. Well, he pulls up, like, not right behind the cop car, but like behind it and over kind of thing. And the officer's like, goes like this and goes, back up. My husband's already, whatever. That time, a couple of cars have come up behind him. I'm like, what's this? Because you've gone past your side of the lane. You should have been staying behind this lane, wait. Because cars and big rigs were turning the corner beside us, but they're also going the other way onto the highway. I kid you not. We sat there for a good 5-10 minutes, somewhere in there. And he only stopped because there was vehicles on the other side coming towards us. So he stops and he lets them go. And then he proceeds back to the vehicles coming off the highway. And we're just looking at him like, man, you are just really being, fine, let's just go, whatever. So we finally get back on there again. By this time, he's already figuring out the time. We get back on the highway, and he's like, okay, it's either going to be this many hours to go home, or it's going to be this many hours to whatever. What do you want to do? I'm like, yep, let's go back to, because we were going to go home. And then he's like, I don't think the highway is going to be very good for the rest of the way. I'm like, yep. right to Rusty's, right to his buddy's place. I had a blast. Nice place to live in. Met his daughter and his son, which he has another son. A few other people in the area. He just lives in this little itty bitty town, which I ended up taking that picture of the Beaver Lake canoe paddle. I seen that.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? And what happens later on? His son comes in wearing a sweatshirt with a Beaver Lake logo. They had them made up because of the little town or whatever. I'm like, I want one of those. But like, really big man size.
So there's a beaver
right?
too.
Yep. This is Beaver Lake. So that's where his friend's house sits on. It's actually called Beaver Lake, which I didn't know until I got there.
I don't know if we have beaver anything in Texas. Somebody was naming off some towns in Oklahoma, and Shane was like, never heard of it. And I can totally understand that, because here, holy moly, there is no way you would know every single town in Texas unless you just were really bored and had nothing better to do. I don't know, but
yeah, true enough, eh?
sometimes I'll hear of a town and I'm like, where in the world is that? And I'll have to Google it to see.
Yeah. Like I would hear people talk about these little, road trips when we were teenagers. Everybody, road trip. Oh, we went over this and this. Where in the world is this? Oh, I didn't get it much, right? But now that I've been driving around, I was like, oh, this is those places they've all talked about. There's so many little places in Canada to go, over to water, fish, do a cottage. What the running rate is for that little area blew me away for house price. I was like, yeah, nope, nope, not paying that.
Oh, I
Let's
imagine.
keep on looking, but I do want to go out that way. I don't want a 4-hour drive to see my grandchild anymore. That really sucks, but it's gonna have to wait. It's one of those things that's gonna have to wait. He has to be able to retire and
Yep.
so that's gonna be a few years yet. But maybe by then I'll have another grandchild. I keep being told that my daughter's supposed to have more children, and she's like, not. Am I? I'm like, well, let's see how good these couple of two different psychics have said that. I'm like, wow, and they keep both saying dead set the same thing, that she's supposed to have twins. I'm like, let's see. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it'd be interesting, considering I'm a twin in that too. So it's like, you don't always
Yeah.
jump there, and so we'll see. But
My grandfather was a twin, and so every time I was like, please no, please no. Twins are hard. But I think twins would have been easier actually with the two girls than they were, because
that's a hard
I
call.
had some muscle then, because I had to carry a newborn in a carrier, and those carriers, those are not light.
Nope.
Anyone who thinks that it's just a teeny tiny baby, yeah, but that carrier, I don't know what they put in them, but they're heavy. And so I'm carrying an 11-month-old in one arm and the carrier in the other arm, trying to get to the car. Yep.
I remember those days.
All day long.
Mine were 2 years apart. And it was, I think all us women have done that, Dorinda, where we took our kid and like they always sat on our hip kind of thing as we walked.
Oh yeah. I know.
I wonder.
My hip's going to be permanently dented.
Oh, I got a crack in mine already. I'm like, great. That's going to do well to grow old with. Like, when the cold weather sets in or whatever, it's one of those days with the, where you can feel I feel it's like, okay, heating pad or the Dr. Ho. What do we want?
I was just thinking I might go get some pickle juice because my foot's trying to cramp up for some reason.
And I keep hearing you guys talk about pickle juice. I'm really, I got a jar of pickles in the fridge. I've never thought about doing that. It sounds so
Pickle soup?
Pickle juice.
Oh, I thought you said like pickle soup.
They actually sell just pickle juice because it has so many cure-alls in it.
I don't think they got that where I live.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever come across that.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Camo's getting. Oh, sorry. Chrissy Cat says she's going to get her PJs on. Good night. I thought she was jumping in, like the rest of us. Bedtime.
I got my jammies on.
Not yet for me. Not quite.
I go. My red fuzzy jammies. Oh.
Sorry, Cindy. It's got to be dill.
Gotta be sweet.
It's got to be dill. I don't like sweet pickles.
I like them both. I actually like them both.
I don't like dill.
A lot of them. I never forget when I was younger, I was one of those kids, like many of us, who when they had a hamburger, you were lucky if you put cheese or ketchup on that burger, just plain Jane, right? And it wasn't until somewhere you got older that you took a bite of somebody's where they had everything on it, and you go, oh my God, is that ever good? Right?
Right.
My sister did the same thing. I'll never forget that day, sitting in a Dairy Queen. My mom, my sister, and I, and ordering our food. She goes, is that all you put on your burger? I'm like, I'm thinking, what's wrong with that? Right? Give me a bite with the lettuce, tomato, and cheese, and then I'm like, wow, because I used to think, why the hell do you put all that shit on your burger? Obviously, man, that's actually
it's a full meal.
Yep.
You've got your vegetables, you've got your meat, you've got your cheese protein, your bread.
Can't do the onions, no. No. Unless they're fried. Fried onions I could do, but I've never been a fan of And that's hubby and I's funny thing backwards. I like fried onions. He likes raw. He will not eat cooked up ones. And well, I mean, I'm putting raw onions into food. I'm eating it. I'm just not using it as a topping for a hot dog or a hamburger or anything.
I love them either way.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Lisa's still having a plain cheeseburger. Actually,
and
I think my son's like that too. Kind of think of it.
and it's got to have jalapenos on it. And then the best part is dipping it in ketchup. Oh, yep.
The only thing that I like ketchup on is when I make my barbecued ribs in the oven. Okay, that has ketchup in it. And if I'm eating French fries with chicken gravy, I have to have ketchup. Otherwise, I don't eat ketchup. Not
Wait a minute.
burgers,
You
not
said if you
on
have
a hot dog.
You said if you have French fries with chicken gravy,
Yeah.
and then you got to have ketchup.
Yep.
With the gravy.
Yep.
Okay, that's weird. I'm sorry. It's either gravy or ketchup.
No, that's and I will make it on purpose. But yeah,
Wow.
that's the only way I have it.
So
If
it's
beef
tomato
gravy, no
gravy.
fucking ketchup. It's got to be chicken or turkey gravy. It can't be beef gravy. It's just too weird.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm just weird and I know it.
Well, when I first met my husband, and my son was a ketchupaholic, had to go on everything.
Yes.
But hubby could stand the sight of ketchup. Like, hated it that much. It grossed him out, and it took him a long time to kind of get over that. Like, if somebody made him a burger, if you got a burger with ketchup on it, he'd throw it back at him. Like, there's no.
My husband
Do not make meatloaf. Do not. I haven't made meatloaf in 20 years. Well, no, I can't say that.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
I use
No, I'll say
barbecue sauce
I'll say
in mine.
15.
I use barbecue sauce in mine, not ketchup.
But he just does not like the look of it or anything on, because I'm like, well, I just want it. No, meatloaf just looks weird to him. Just
I'll make sure to
I
stock
made
up on
it.
ketchup for you while you're here.
Yeah. I made it when my kids were still home and whatever, and he tried it. He did try it. And he's like, no, it's just not my thing. Just anything else but that. Take my hamburger meat and do whatever you want. Just don't turn it into meatloaf. I'm like, all right.
Wow.
But c'est la vie, right?
And
Yep.
onions chopped up on anything. Oh my goodness. I made a pot of beans yesterday, and the girls just about wiped them out whenever they got in last night. But and so then I was like, and don't forget the onion. And they looked at me, the onion to go on top. Have to have diced onion on top of the beans. We already have the jalapenos.
Awesome.
Even baby girl, she ate like a bowl and a half of them.
Good stuff.
That surprised me because she'll usually only eat the refried.
Oh, wow.
And that's when it gets down to a certain amount left, I'll make them into refried beans, and then it's taco night.
Interesting. See, there's another good reason to come down. I gotta try all this different food.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably eat healthier down there and staying at home.
Might gain a few pounds anyway.
No, I don't need to do that. I've already done that. It's winter. I think I've already put up 10. That's a normal thing.
That's what I think one of my pairs of jeans got mixed up with my jeans that I found that I had stuck away. I can't button them, and I'm like, okay, I still weigh the same. What happened here? I don't know.
Yeah, things shift as you get older. I hear you. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I was this kind of weight when I had my kids. How come my body looks so differently?
Well, I need to buy a
It
belt.
looks like everything's in certain areas.
I need to buy a belt for the others. I don't know. They they say they're all the same size and they're lying.
I was gonna say, flip them over your shoulders.
What?
It sucks to get old. That's all I know.
Oh my God! You're bad.
Well, that's why I was, talking about how we are. We're all. Pardon me. I had lost weight, and I got to the point of where I was before I had my kids, and it's like, you look like 30 years ago or whatever, and it's like I'm the same weight, but why do I look bigger? I don't understand. It's like I weigh the same, but yet I look bigger. Huh? It's like it's all sitting in certain areas now. But yeah, that's why I was making a crack about gravity and throwing it over your shoulder. I'd say something silly for the night. Come on.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing.
But it's on how you think. I mean, obviously, when we get old, we all feel the pain of getting old physically. We could all suppose have more emotional pains, whatever. But it's you bless yourself every day that you get up in the morning. You're living life as best you can, and be thankful for that. Keep going forward.
Yep.
As long as my boobs are bigger than my stomach, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Actually, that made me think of my my husband's brother. Man, I couldn't believe he lost almost 200 pounds. And I hadn't seen him in, I bet you it'd been 2 years since I'd seen him. Like the last time I'd seen him, he was a large boy, and I knew he was dieting. I knew he was losing weight, kind of thing. Like hear the little tidbits. But then his birthday came along. We went for the party. He had a great big. It was his 60th birthday, and wow. And his one sister, who had probably seen him, I guess they didn't get along all that much, but I bet you she hadn't seen him for 4 or 5 years, kind of thing. And she's like,
Anna
"Oh my God, where did you go?" Like,
Anna,
was the skin real saggy?
I would imagine so. He's wearing loose clothes, whatever else. But see, here comes the thing again. He used to be a bodybuilder. And I keep seeing the same kind of thing. Bodybuilders seem to be worse as they get older unless they kind of keep it up to a point. They just stop doing it or whatever else. They seem to almost have it worse on sagginess and whatnot to deal with as they get older. I don't know why. Maybe just because they got into one, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Well, and also when you're working out like that, you're used to eating so much of the proteins and carbs to keep that muscle weight that once you stop, something's gonna drastically change.
Yeah, your body's going, what the heck are you doing, man? All right, everybody batten down the hatches.
Yes.
Yeah, because when I met his brother, great guy and everything. He's like, we look a lot alike. I'm like, yeah, sort of. Now they really do, because you can really see it in his brother's face, kind of thing. But yeah, he'd show me pictures of his brother. It's like, wow. And I've known 2 other bodybuilders too that as they got older, it's like, wow, look how much weight they put on. I don't know if maybe it's a thing of, when you're working out or being oh so good, whatever, that they turn around and pinch out after. I don't know. Live life.
Yeah, muscle deteriorates pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's so sad because it takes so long to build it up, and then it can
Yep.
just gone.
Actually, I can relate to that. I had to get my foot had surgery, I had bunion surgery. I had the calf on for 6 weeks. And when I took it off and compared my two calves, my two legs, it was like,
Yeah,
what? Nobody prepared me for that kind of thing. It took a while before I was looking at my legs going, do they kind of look the same now? Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to mute because hubby's coming in for a minute.
Hi, hubby.
Hi, hubby. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, fuck.
Okay, they all just left me.
I'll be right back, Bonnie.
That's sad to hear about Bigfoot and Lake Fairy. Dang it. I haven't seen any of their posts lately. So I don't know what they've been showing. It makes me so mad that I can't play songs. Have y'all heard that song Earth to God? I just love that song. Maybe it's the video that goes with it too. It just has a lot of meaning.
Earth to God.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll be right back. Come on, YouTube. Load up. Load up.
Mute your mic if you're going to play it, because
Oh,
I'm
I'm not
getting-
going to play it. I'm just going to try to pull it up and then I'll pause it.
okay.
Except YouTube's black.
She's going to keep showing her face and Wait, Duck, that's not old. And
That's
that's
not old.
awesome that you have those milestones. A lot of us
Yes.
didn't get that lucky. Yeah. You are blessed. That's what it is, not old. Blessed. We're all blessed.
Yes.
I feel blessed every day I can get out of my bed.
Well, the last couple of days have been hard.
Yes.
Back's been out since Saturday.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I haven't had any physical pain. Just, yeah.
My daughter went out to the truck and got my cane yesterday. I think it was yesterday. You should use the cane when you're walking around the house. Okay. And that'll let for getting up and
She's as bossy as you.
yes, she is.
How do y'all get along?
When she says, yeah, I listen. And most of the time she just tells me to shut the hell up.
Oh my goodness. I
But I
cannot
freaked
imagine telling my mother that.
I freaked her and my husband out the other day, last weekend when he was home, because we had our
Aw.
discussion. Remember I said we were going to have our discussion? Because they think I'm nuts.
Yes.
Okay. Well, my first question to both of them was, do you believe in God? the creator, whatever. And my husband looked at me and he goes, I can't believe you're asking me that question. I says, I know you believe in God, so shush. I know the answer. And Sam says, well, I believe in God too. I said, yeah, I know the answer there too. I just I wanted to hear it. And then I went on the spiel about good versus evil and da 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 da. But the conversation went really well. We
Anna
did talk.
Maria, it's okay. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was done. I'm just
I don't know what I was saying. Oh yeah, and we
conversation went
talked
really well.
about the New World Order and stuff because every time I mention that, they get stupid.
Okay,
And
might not ought to say that.
we had a really good discussion about that. And then I looked at them and I said, okay, there, I'm done. That's all I'm telling you. I didn't tell them all the other stuff I know
Yeah.
because that would set them off the deep end, right? But they
Well,
both said to me, well, thank you for the conversation. We feel better now.
do we actually know? No.
No.
We're just assuming. And so, yeah, because Laura's boyfriend and I kind of had a little discussion about some of that today, and he was, he's from Hungary. Maybe he sees things differently than we do here, but
Yeah.
he is not a Putin fan. So it was a whole different opinion there. And
Yeah.
I didn't argue with him. I just, wow, okay, that's interesting. And what's there to argue about? I don't know.
No.
I'm not. I'm not there to say I absolutely know. It's. I don't think we absolutely know anything anymore. It's all
We don't know
crazy.
if our right shoe is on our right foot. Never mind, we might have it on our left foot and not even freaking know it at this point.
You see the title? Up, down, turned all around. We
Yeah.
don't know nothing. We know nothing.
That is true. We just hope and pray. That's all we can do.
Yes. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of evidence in a lot of ways, and then I don't know. And that's what he said today. He goes, "Yeah, I've heard a lot of those conspiracy theories," and I was like, "Ah, do you have to say that?" I will be right back.
Okay.
And Gigi's still muted. Okay, let me wait for Gigi.
No, it's okay. Go do what you gotta do. Go pee.
No, don't wait for you. Okay. I'll be right back.
I can sit here and dance. I don't care. Actually, Lisa, the conversation went really, really well. Um, there was no yelling, no screaming, no anything, which, I normally get a little excited and talk really loud and get really stupid, but I did not. I was keeping it into control. So I just kind of laid it out, and they both kind of thought it was a good thing after we had the conversation, so I just left it at that. Yes, Anna Marie Kimball, it does. The Bible does protect us. God does protect us. Yes, I know you were talking about Lake Ferry. I'm really sorry that she got smacked today. I like Lake Ferry. I usually end up watching her shows well after the fact, but I do watch her shows. Oh, what was the name of that song Bonnie mentioned? Crap. Oh, you're no. Earth to God. Hello, Jeanette. How are you? Hope you're well. I'll have to go and check it out, Lisa. Yeah, I know you're muted, Gigi. I'm good, Janet. Want to dance? Let's go. Let's dance. I know, Gigi. I'm just being a jackbutt. Oh, geez, you're making me crazy.
What is she doing?
She's kind of hiding.
Oh.
Oh, he's still there.
Hmm. So,
Bonnie, was that song Earth to God by John? Oh, sorry, John Rich?
maybe.
Guy in a cowboy hat?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. I'll listen to it later. I'm like, what was the name of that song she said? Type something in, guy in a cowboy hat came up, and I'm like, okay, I'll ask her before I... Yeah, Earth God, you said, right?
Yeah. Somebody wanted to come up?
Not as far as I know, but if you drop the link, maybe
Oh,
someone will.
I thought that's what you said.
No, I said Earth to God was the name of the song.
Yes?
Okay. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Lisa, that Robert did a great job.
A reaction. Yeah. Some people seem to be able to get permissions. I don't know how to do that, and I get copyrights. Robert has a channel now.
Yeah.
Good for him. That's awesome.
Oh boy. I think I'm sub to, but I don't know at this point. If I am, I'll message you the link.
Okay. Because I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, he just started it. He tried yesterday, was a test run. So I guess today he did his stream.
Well, there's y'all's Intel show for Robert. Yep. DC's looking kind of crazy right now, isn't it?
That's insane.
I just. So it's.
Lisa,
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, NYPD and Philadelphia PD. Out of this jurisdiction, why would they? Trial against or witness? I don't know. Those are the things that just make me think, what's really going on? And we'll never know. We will never know. Yeah, that's what I figured, Anna Marie. Scorpion's new song? No. Oh, wow. It's
Awesome.
good that they did that.
I heard Monty talking on another channel about helping Robert yesterday.
That's good. Good to hear. Yeah. So me and one of the girls in chat were talking about being on panel and cooking something. Each of us cooking something different, whatever. And luckily, we're on the same time zone. So I was like, guess I'll have to go on earlier. So I think that there is a slot from 5 to 7. So I want to hear what y'all guys think about that, because
Sounds cool.
I don't know if everybody would rather it be earlier or later like this, because I know a lot of shows go on at night, and frosted mini wheats.
No, he's on the frosted mini wheats kick now. He's
Yep.
off the frosted flakes or cornflakes or whatever it was.
He decided he didn't want to be a flake. I don't blame him.
I agree
Love you,
with Ed.
David. Just playing. Do it when you want to. Yeah.
Even
Well,
John said he'd come on and cook one night, so
yeah.
that'd be
And
cool.
he's in the same time zone also. And that's what I had said whenever everybody was talking about doing that. It was like, well, we do supper at 6 o'clock here, and I don't go on till 8:30, 8:45, 9, whenever.
Mhm.
And that's kind of late to be cooking supper. So,
Yep.
um, I agree, David. There is so many that, uh, and it's just, we need some variety, I guess. So, yeah. I just, I started this as a backup for Gigi. So
Yeah.
it was trying to stay at about the same time that Gigi was always on. And did you feel that? And so, um, that's why I do it later after LW.
Yeah.
But before could be cool. Then we can all sit there and eat while we're watching LW. Thank you, David. I'm glad you keep coming in. You think it's a good time? What, 5 to 7 or
I think
now?
she's talking about your show period. It's a good time. But
Wade
maybe
does.
I'm mistaken.
I don't know. I assume those little blue marks are squirrels. Are they?
I have no idea. I just see little boxes.
That's all I see. Little dee dee dee. Unless you're in California. Well, yeah, I know. Because I usually have to wait till about now to call my brother in California because he's 2 hours earlier, and I have to wait till after he has eaten supper. Do you know what they do in California? At 8
What?
o'clock every night. Well, I don't know if they're still doing it, but and I don't know if it was all of California, but the town where my brother lives, every night at 8 o'clock, they would go outside and blow horns and make noise with whatever they had to make noise with for 5 minutes, and then whoop whoop at all their neighbors and everything, because everybody was outside doing the same thing at the same time. And then they'd go back into the house, and um it's a tribute to like first responders, military. It was just letting them know they think about them. Kind of hard to believe that was happening in California, huh?
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing to do. I had one of my neighbors come and bitch at me one day on a Saturday afternoon, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that we were making too much noise. What we were doing is we were trying to get the motor to run so my husband could go fishing the next day. I politely told him to get the F out of my yard. And he's standing there and he's still yelling at me. And I punched the side of my garage. And the whole shelf unit on the other side of the garage fell down. And I looked at him and I says, "Aren't you glad that's not your head? Get out of my yard." Okay. And I didn't speak to the man for 2 years. Okay. But I also went into the house because I'm a bitch. I went into the house. I got the radio. I also got 5 pots, a wooden
Hi,
spoon,
Victor.
and I just started playing the freaking pots.
There
There you
you
go. I
go.
played for over an hour. Fuck you. 2 o'clock in the afternoon Saturday. Screw you.
There was a lady here in the area somewhere around here. I don't know where she was exactly. We have a community page on Facebook. And so she had a, dadgummit, I can't even remember what it was for Halloween out on her porch. And she has a little bitty porch. I mean, it's like one of those where it's just like the size of the door and then out maybe 4 feet, something like that. Well, somebody left a really nasty note on her porch about this one thing that was sitting on her porch. And so every day she would add something to that little bitty porch of Halloween. And she would take a picture and post it on that community page. And we were all cheering her on. And each day the notes would come and get nastier and nastier.
Oh, wow. Hello,
It
Victor.
was the funniest thing. We had so much fun with that because we were telling her all kinds of things to look for to get to put on that porch. And it ended up, it had to start streaming out down the sidewalk on each side because it was so much. But she really did a good job. It looked cute the way she had it set up and everything. And
Sometimes your neighbors are just nasty.
yep. And so I can understand the 2 o'clock in the afternoon, too much noise. Come on, that's when everybody's out mowing, or if they're having around here, what Mary describes in Mexico is here. And so you have a lot of that, the fireworks and the music and you, they're having fun. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. And I can sleep through anything. If I want to go to sleep, I'm going to go to sleep. I don't care
Yep.
what's going on.
Yep, I'm
And
the same
so,
way. Well,
um,
he's this gentleman came from Toronto, which is where Gigi's at, and he retired, and he wants everything quiet all the time. Well, you know what? Every time I go out in the yard after that, I'd bring the radio and I'd just fucking blast the rock music. I didn't give a shit. My husband came out one time. He goes, honey. I says, yeah. He goes, don't you got the music a little loud? I said, yeah. He says, can you even hear the music? I said, yeah. He goes, you're still pissed off at John, aren't you? I said, yeah. And that went for the whole rest of the summer.
oh my goodness.
Don't piss me off, because I will fight you, you little prick. But now he walks by the street and he says hello and da 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 now. So I'm like, okay. After 2 years, I said hello. But yeah, no, it's like
I've never been one of those neighbors.
I'm the type of person that I don't care if you play music in your backyard. We had a neighbor for 30 years, okay? Well, 25 years, okay? That he worked in his garden all summer long, okay?
Yeah.
He played, not Ukrainian. Where are they from? Not from, hang on. Anyway, he played 99% of the time. It was Christmas music all summer long.
Summer.
Nobody in the neighborhood cared. It was like, oh, bop, 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 bop. And we'd all sing. The whole neighborhood was into it, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Then he died, and that old fart moved in next door, and he was just a big prick. It's like, yeah, don't fuck with me, buddy, because I will make your life a living hell.
Yep. Well, my one neighbor on one side, he has it's a metal building, and that's where he makes stuff. He makes stuff out of wood and everything. And so he's got his heavy metal blaring I don't care. Sometimes it's still 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I sleep. It doesn't matter. And if I get to bed before 2, I sleep.
Yeah.
But so my neighbors that used to live on the other side, he would have to be up to go to work at 2 o'clock in the morning. And so he would get a little upset about the others that were playing the really loud music.
Mm.
And so when they were going to move, he said, I am going to hire a big rock band and we're going to have a big barbecue and we're going to make as much noise as we can just before we move out of here. And I said, all right, let me know when. Of course, they didn't do it. They were like,
Oh,
no, we can't be that mean.
it would have been mean. It would have been a party for the neighborhood. Big deal.
Well, I don't know how they would have liked that. Um, the neighbor that used to live beside me that had to go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, they were the only ones right here on my street that we visited. The others, they don't speak at all. Like it's, and we're a small town. It's kind of weird, but um, the the only one that tries to cross the street, she can't speak English, but she tries,
Mm.
and so she brings her daughter, and we'll stand out there and visit. And she loves flowers, and she's always, anytime I get new flowers planted, she comes over. Oh, they're so pretty. What are these? And so I'll go get an extra one and pot her one up and send it over to her house. And
Mm.
she lost her husband last year, I think, and she's had a really hard time. So
Mm.
of course I'm gonna.
Well, I know in my neighborhood, I'm friends with, I know everybody on my street. Everybody.
Yeah.
And we, if somebody's having music, having a party, having people over, nobody gives a shit. You know?
Gigi's wiggling.
Yeah, Gigi's wiggling. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
And that's where I used to live. We lived on a cul-de-sac, and I was like, we need to have a block party. And they just look at you like you're crazy. And I'm all, do y'all not remember those? I mean, everybody would just, and so,
Well, I've done that. I've yelled out at like noon on the street, having a barbecue, bring something, come on over. And
okay,
they all show up at my house.
we're right here.
Wiggle, 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 yeah, wiggle.
Gigi.
Yes.
At least Victor doesn't have the pickles going.
Oh, God, that's what kind of made me do it too. I'm like, oh, Victor's here. I gotta do wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. 1975. Oops. 1975 Price is Right time. Those are running on TV. Seriously? Wow. That's what Bob Barker looked pretty good.
So, because we couldn't have a block party on my block, my friend that I went to high school with, she lived in it was a townhomes back behind me. And so we would walk over there, and her neighbor had a barbecue pit, and we'd pitch in for the meat, and we'd all bring a side dish, and that's where we had the block parties, and it was actually more fun because they had a big parking lot, and my daughter would do her hula hoop dancing out there because they lit up and made geometrical designs and everything, and we could set off fireworks, we could do whatever we wanted to, and nobody would say a word.
Awesome.
I don't know. People just need to communicate more.
That's for sure.
Victor.
Yeah, it definitely is a lost art, isn't it? I mean, we can't get texting right. We can't even get streaming right. I have learned so much about communication in the last year when it comes to YouTube, and even the nicest people get things wrong. Where I'm sitting there going, "Yeah, but they said," and I look back going,
Yeah.
"Oh, actually, no, they didn't say that. You heard that wrong."
Yes.
And they don't mean anything by that boo-boo, same as I'm sure I've done it myself. We all are. So I think the biggest thing in 2022 is we got to stop judging, and we really need to dig into anything that's really take what's that word? Take it with a grain of salt. Believe half of what you hear and less of what you whatever it was. There's that other saying too. It's like, yeah, it
See.
really is true. Yeah.
Just
Everybody's
sit back
allowed an
and
opinion.
pretend you're at a comedy show and everything's a joke.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
fun.
Like people, yeah, they get it. They take it so seriously, so way too far. Sometimes on the simplest little things, and it just gets so out of control.
Yeah.
So many things get misconstrued. I mean, myself included. I thought I knew so much of what was going on, which I did. But still, there was a couple of things that still kind of threw me for a loop lately, and it's like, huh, wow, who'd have thought? Yeah, that's why I'm just kind of being quiet too. And well, I've been busy going to Ottawa and all that too. But yeah, so sometimes it's just good to sit back, hang back at everybody else's, and see what's going on and reactions, how people are doing, whatever, instead of running my podcast and whatever, just getting a taste of what's going on out there.
Yeah. Is Victor and Lisa saying they want to be timed out? Is that what I saw?
No, they wanted to time me out because I was being a bad girl.
I know. I'm just playing. I wanted to see what their response would be.
Oh goodness. I mean, yeah, we all have our quirks. I looked at my my subs again. I'm like, oh well, lost a few more again.
Aww.
But you know what? Hey, c'est la vie. I'd rather have people following me that understand me.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and like I said to you, there's a part of me that thinks, I should just do a little video just about me, how things have gone for me and things I've looked at and noticed, whatever. And for the most part, I must say, because the simplest thing of listening to your own gut instincts, to your own gut feelings to thing, we're all forgetting how to do that. We're believing whatever's put in front of us without checking things out. It's like, listen to your guts. Your gut feelings can be so much more informative than, you guys know what I'm saying.
Yes, we did.
Yep. Because I called a lot of things last year. That was, well, not even a year. Last spring, last summer. And I saw where a lot of dominoes were going to fall. There was a couple of twists in there, but a couple of people, yep, right off the bat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then how do you avoid it all? That's the whole thing with YouTube too, trying to be a free channel and not blocking people. Everybody have their chance and their voice and their right to speak, and
I think
that's how we learn too.
You.
So
You just keep being you, and if they can't handle it, they don't have to stick around.
True.
And
True.
so you just keep being you, because why
Why
would
let
you
somebody else
want to
win?
change for somebody? And also, you can't change anybody. So,
No, they are who they are. Exactly.
right. And so, if what you see is what you get. If you don't like
Exactly.
it,
Yeah.
thanks for coming by. I've enjoyed it. See you next time. And if they don't show up again, they don't show up again.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't sit and worry about
Oh no,
who
but
we're
the thing is
offending,
too, there's
who
so many
we're
ways of causing ruckus around everything too. You know what I
well,
mean?
and that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter, Gigi, as long as we are doing what we want to do, and we are doing this with love.
Well, very true. I'm not
People that
saying,
are here every night,
yeah,
they're
I'm
the
not
ones
saying
that
that.
matter to me. If somebody's just passing through, I hope they enjoyed whatever they heard for that minute and keep,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
I just mean the people out there that cause more trouble than you would think they could make. You know what I mean? Um,
I understand what you're saying there too.
yeah, yeah. It's like, man, you think you got to deal with the drama, but then you don't think of other ways of computers and tech and how things can be manipulated. All the others is like, wow. You think people go so far to certain extremes too, right? But not that that would stop me either. It's just another deterrent, right?
Yep.
So, but yeah, I'm glad
That,
I needed my little break for, all the stuff I had to
that's
do and
when you
everything
say,
else.
well, damn, that was interesting. Okay. On to the next one.
Yep. Now we just gotta wait and see, yeah, tomorrow's appointment and see what the next step brings and see if Gigi's coming down south.
Yep.
That'd be
I mean, I've
sweet,
had some
but we'll see.
interesting shows, and I've had some where we're just sitting here like, well, what do we want to do?
Hmm.
And, it's just, it is what it is. And
Everything's
I try
so
to,
forward. Sorry.
I usually have some stuff that I can show if it gets in those moments, but I
Hmm.
have not been on the internet much the past couple of days. I've been eh,
Yep.
just
But now at
eh.
the same time, Miss Bonnie, I've told you that too. Sometimes you gotta learn, like, oh, I gotta go on. No, you don't. Don't feel obligated because you know what? That just brings you stress and panic and whatever it is too. I've learned that in the past. Like, no, I know people go, oh, but she says she's gone on, but sometimes I kind of get in my mood or my huff, whatever you want to call it, whatever the reason is. It's like, you know what? No, I can't
Right.
do it. If people judge me, then same for you. If you take a night off, you take a night off, but you don't.
Well, I did last night. I
I
wasn't
know
on
that
last night.
that was the first
Well,
time. Good for you.
I got on
Yeah.
Liberty Warrior and just sat there. He kept muting me. I forgot to ask Mike about that. I don't know why he kept muting me. I wasn't
Oh,
saying
maybe you were,
anything. And
you
I'm
might have
like,
been, oh, I was gonna say crackling, but then if you're not talking, I don't know. Maybe it's
well,
a
I
habit
don't
of his
know.
to do that. I don't know.
Oh, there's Bonnie. Mute.
He was just playing with you, Vaughn. He was loving you, sending you lovins,
Yeah.
like
Well,
Mark B
listen,
does.
I was
And
gonna
then Shane
say,
says, Sarah, Bonnie, why aren't you saying anything? Well, ask Mike. He's in the house with you. But I
I
didn't
thought
say
maybe it
anything.
was
I was
Zoom.
just,
Because Zoom that it kind of does that, right? It goes around like I know the little block around everybody's picture when they talk. It's like everybody else gets muted when it switches or something, or it shows who's talking. Anyways,
I have
Zoom's
no idea. I
Zoom's
was
not
just
bad.
like,
I took a
and
couple
so
of courses that way. Actually, it's handy.
so when I was able to say something, I would just jump in there. It's good to see you, Jay and Tina, and then I'd stop. And then I had to say something else. Then I'd stop.
Lisa, I'm glad I
I
realized
love
you were
it,
talking
Lisa.
about. Sorry. Sorry, Dorinda.
Sorry about that, folks. I apologize. I didn't realize
Before
We're all
Pistachios was already
talking here.
there. I apologize.
I was gonna say now before I
Um,
forget, I had to laugh because I seen Lisa's comment about Bonnie. I popped in for a minute until I heard the witch talking, so I left. I was
Hi.
like, "Hey, hang on!" I laughed. I'm like, "What? I'm talking?" She left because I'm talking. Oh, she's talking about the other show. All right, anyway, clicked in. Went, oh, right, yes, okay. On that note, little Miss Gigi needs to go see Mother Nature. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Scotty, are you up to a song? No, we always love to hear that.
Yes, Lisa, we know.
Well, so much for only going on for 2 hours. Yes, Lisa, we know.
Well, I'm glad you were on tonight, Bonnie.
And tomorrow night, I'm not sure. Just like Gigi was just saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for a building, and so I don't know what time I'll get back. But if I get back in time, from 4 to 6, we have a meet and greet with our new town doctor, and I might go to that. I don't know, because it's a man, and I don't go to men doctors, and I don't know if I want to.
But maybe he's a nice
I
guy,
don't
and
know.
maybe you will like him.
And that's what I thought. I need to go and meet him and give him a chance, see what happens. I don't know. But, and so that's, and then, of course, Liberty Warrior's going to come on. And then we'll see if I'm awake.
I know I looked for you last night. I was on Chuck's, I think. And I kept checking YouTube. And I'm like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'm sorry, Bonnie. It's midnight here. If you're going on, I apologize. I'll see you tomorrow. But nothing came up, so I was okay. She didn't go on. Yes. I didn't miss it. Yes.
I would not go on that late unless there was something major.
Yeah, it was like
I don't know.
it was like midnight. I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm going to bed. I said goodnight to Chuck,
No.
and I was like, oh God, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah. And yeah, I would not go on that late. No.
I mean, it could have even been 1 o'clock in the morning, as far as I knew at that point. I don't know. I just knew
Yeah.
it was late and I needed to go to bed.
Yep. Well, and I even told Shane, you need to be in bed at 10 o'clock. And I'm like, I probably shouldn't say it like that because Shane's stubborn and hard headed, but so am I. So I don't know. So
I had
they're
to go
begging
to
Scotty,
I had to
please
go
sing a
to
song. Go ahead.
I had to go to Stone's today because it's the end of the month and pick up all of my pictures today. I could not believe that they've been on display for 28 freaking days at this point. And like when we went in
Oh,
there,
wow.
they're like, why are you here? I'm like, it's the end of the month. I gotta pick up my shit. And they're looking at me going, no, it's not. You got another week yet. I'm like, it's 28th today. She went, oh fuck, where did this month go?
I have the upper hand. Um, Shane's got some pretty big hands. I don't know that I have the upper hand.
But he does listen to you, Bonnie. He may not follow
Some,
what you say, but he does listen. And you know what? That's half the
yes,
freaking battle.
that's true. He does listen. Okay, Scotty. I'm going to try one more time. I'm louder. Am I that loud? Really?
No, you're good, Bonnie. Like it, Victor. Oh, she's saying that you is louder than him. He talks kind of quiet, right?
Shane?
Yeah.
Well, that depends.
Yeah.
I just put it directly. Well, yeah, I don't beat around the bush. Try not to.
What you eating, Bonnie?
Oh, God, you can hear that? Okay, my mic is too good. Vitamin C. It's
No, it was.
healthy.
I heard something hit your tooth. That's all. I just giggled.
It's chewable vitamin C.
Well, that was like when Hawk had
That's what they call it now.
when Hawk had somebody streaming on his video. The one guy said to the other guy, "What the hell are you eating?" The guy goes, "Crap. You caught me. I was eating a handful of pistachios."
Hey, speaking of pistachios, Dorinda,
Victor's telling me
in
to
your
stop screaming.
in your Walmart, do you have sorry. Damn. Do you have pepper ones? Still wanna laugh.
Pepper pistachios.
Yeah, I can find roasted and like plain. I can find salted, and I can find actually it seems to be kind of getting short on the salt and pepper too. But I always had pepper roasted or whatever pistachios. It's like they don't exist anywhere. I've looked in every freaking store. I'm like, what happened to them all? Like everything is either nothing on it, unsalted on whatever, or it's salted. And I don't like salt. It's driving me crazy. But
I will check for you.
I'm just curious if it's something that around your area is down too, because I just kind of find it kind of odd.
And they're
Like
called
maybe
pepper.
yeah, like instead of being a salted pistachio nut, they're the pepper pistachio nut. Yeah, to breathe. My husband always says, "Don't smoke and talk at the same time. It doesn't work." Yeah, I just don't learn. I gotta say something. I gotta say something. But I've noticed that everywhere
But
I've
you
gone
don't stop.
That's because I end up kind of first kind of cough, and
Okay,
then I
have
start
you
laughing at
it?
myself, which just makes the whole thing worse. Then I have to mute myself and shut up for a while till I, settle down. Oh, you got them in yours?
Hi,
I wrote
180.
it down. I'll check for you.
Hey, 182.
Thank you for stopping by, 180. we would allow you to stay.
Have a good night,
We're
1A.
really not screaming at anybody or holding our breath or anything like that.
Hey, have you
Whatever the
noticed?
chat's talking about.
You know what, Bonnie? It's the older generation that seems to stay up late, not the youngins. Why is that?
Oh, that's right. Well, they're young.
They don't have our stamina. And don't say they got better things to do, because that's not for the last 2 years. Society's kind of changed a little bit on that one, unfortunately. I feel for all the single people out there for the last year or two.
Maybe they
Boy,
still work. Maybe that's the difference.
yeah, I need to go to work or something. Okay, I'm as the squirrel thing goes, yeah, I'm getting squirrely being in the house now. It's been 2 years since I've worked, and I'm ready to go up a tree. Just I gotta get out of the house. I gotta get back to normal, whatever. Like,
Well, seemingly we're supposed to lose the mask mandates and all the other mandates by the 15th
oh, I hope so.
of the month.
Yep.
We'll see how it goes.
I'll start see if I'm gonna go south somewhere, I better do it soon, because else I'll be back to work by April, May. And then I can't go nowhere when we get time off.
Well, you better hurry up then.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm kind of bummed. It's like, Shane, I texted you a few things. Where the heck did you go today?
He had a very
I'm not the only
exciting
squirrel.
day and he was
Yeah.
exhausted.
Oh, I know. He had a busy day
Outlandish.
and everything.
That's a good one.
But it's
But-
funny. I know someone
Oh,
that I've known for years, whatever, talking back and forth, whatever. And because I didn't acknowledge this person for a few days, which kind of made me think of another situation. And I thought,
Whoops.
holy attitude. What?
I don't know how long he was down there. Hi, Scotty.
Oh,
Holy
nice to meet you, Scotty.
How long he was down there. Hi, Scotty.
Oh,
Hello.
oh, mute the other one.
Hi.
Mute the
You
other
have to
one.
turn off your YouTube.
I was babysitting tonight.
You have to turn off your YouTube.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's me. Let me fix that. How? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's me. Damn it. Let me fix that. Yeah. How? Fuck. How do I?
Mute it.
It's the one next to the one you're on. Whoops, he hit the wrong one.
Yeah. It's okay. Come back.
No,
You just gotta mute the other one.
She's coming to see me, Victor. He's
You know,
trying to win you over with pistachios.
Yeah, I see that.
Victor.
He's
trying to win you over with
Is it working now?
Yes.
Nope.
I got my fingers crossed. It does that every other time.
You have 2 pages open. One needs to be muted.
I got my fingers crossed. It does that every
But not the one you pushed a while ago.
You have 2 pages open. One needs to be muted.
Oh, you're right. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
We all go through that. Trust me, we all go through that. And I just did that.
I did it
I did that with my. I noticed that with my Canuckin saw when I came to Surprise Mark. Remember that when I came on, I was like, man, I muted myself
Yes.
regularly, and the one time I forget, I'm coming on right when I'm going, hey y'all, and I'm like, oh.
Gigi, you must have been an IT trainer, because when you said you have 2 windows open, I looked up at my tabs, and there they were, 2 windows open, and you nailed it. Good job. And it's happened to me before, and I didn't know why, because it opens a StreamYard tab.
Yep, exactly.
On top of your YouTube tab.
Yeah.
And usually I'm looking at it on my phone with, headphones on. That's how I'm That's how I was watching before.
I
God,
can't figure it out on my phone. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie.
But I
I
streamed in the early 2000s.
oh
Back in the day, there was a place called
Lower
Youtherverse,
TTs. Okay.
Otherverse, RLC, Red Light District,
I gotta mute.
and Danny and I streamed
That's
our
tomorrow.
music onto RLC. We did concerts on there. Yeah, we had to set up this streaming software, and he had to plug his mixers into it and set up all our mics and all that stuff. It was crazy. Complicated as hell. I couldn't do it today if I had to. Hell, I can barely
Right.
remember a C chord today. But I had fun with the grandkids and that. We did math. I was an old math tutor, you know.
That's fun.
Yeah, we did
That's
fractions.
good.
I got to teach them some fractions and common denominators and tell them how they had to have the same pants on. So you can't add them together if they don't have the same pants on. You know, they got to be fours and fours, not threes and sixes. It won't work. So you got to have the same pants on, all that shit. But how y'all doing tonight?
Hey, Slow
Bonnie?
Country.
Good to see you.
We're doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm rejuvenated after the grandkid fix. You know,
Awesome.
they're not my natural grandkids, but they're my grandkids. You know,
It doesn't matter.
and I'm Papa Scotty.
How many of us here are blood? But we are family.
True that. But no, I'm just spent the day trying to catch up with what's going on in Ukraine and in Maricopa County and places like that.
Yeah.
Listen to about 2 hours of Joe Van Hutton Pulitzer today is his reports to Bernovich. He's got them on video on where's it? Rumble. They're on Rumble on his channel on Rumble. And all the things he sent to the Attorney General in Arizona, who knows if he's going to do anything or not. I don't know.
And, you know, it seems to me like it's his legal obligation to do something, or he gets arrested.
Well, he is the
Isn't that
Attorney
the way that's
General.
supposed to work?
He's a cop. He's supposed to prosecute violations of the law, which they have pointed out numerous incursions of by Stephen Richter and the burning chicken farm ballots. And oh boy, we won't get into that.
Yeah. That's why we can't lose Paxton here. I really like Paxton. He, right after November 3rd, we had 100 arrests pretty quickly. And then I think the final count was almost 300 in all. And that was just in Texas. So, yep.
And on both
It
sides,
happens.
they Project Veritas pointed out a conservative, the Hispanic lady that was ballot harvesting for conservatives. So, they don't care. They're busting both sides, and they're coming after Project Veritas like there's some.
Well, and that's what I said.
Oh, we need more Project Veritas's.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't care where the cheating was. If it was not accurate, it needs to be addressed, no matter who it was for.
Yep. If it's wrong, then it shouldn't be being done. And that,
right.
But here's how the way I'm finally piecing together how it went down in the swing states. First, they stuffed the voter rolls with phantom people. No social security numbers, no address, just
Right.
phantom bullshit on the voter rolls. Okay, then they monitor the incoming ballots, and they count them as they come in, like Runbeck did in Maricopa,
Yep.
which they won't let the auditors talk to. They said, you can't talk to the
Yep.
auditors. Runbeck printing. And then they come in, they crack the ballots, which means they open them up. If you watch any Joe Van, you know what cracking ballots means. They open them
Yes.
up, find out who's what, and Runbeck knows who has the lead every day. Every day they get ballots. They know. They count them up, and then they have the database of all the phantoms. And then they got to go, okay, we need to replace this many ballots. And they do it. And that's why only 52 of the boxes were sealed that they got from Maricopa County. The other 1,632 boxes were unsealed because that's where they went in and changed out the ballots to match up with what they were prescribing the count to be. And then they had to do something with all those other ballots they pulled out. They couldn't let them be found, right? That'd be a disaster if they found those ballots. They got to cover the tracks. So here we have a big chicken farm fire. Just no. Nobody's calling bullshit.
Scotty.
Farm fire.
Scotty.
What?
I got you hitting the little chords in there or whatever. I had to bring something up. And Bonnie, I promise you should not get dinged for this because it is a live. So it's not an official whatever. See, if you... Okay, well, yeah, I just mentioned that because of what I'm going to play.
Jackie Brown.
I doubt you've ever heard this band, so I won't talk about whatever. But listen to this little ditty. Maybe you might even join into it, enjoy it, whatever. But you hit a couple of chords, I'm like, oh, that totally made me think of this song. So I'm just, oh, wait a minute. I just went, oh, yeah, it's not my podcast. She's going to share this. Good one, eh, Bonnie?
So anyway, then if they crack the votes, they got to replace the votes, right? To get their count to their predetermined what they were shooting for. It's like that missile shooting down a plane. It's got to be ahead of it. And they stayed ahead of it. And then when they got to election day, that's their only variable, election day. They don't know what's going to happen on election day. That's when all
you're saying words that we're not allowed to say.
That's when all the printers came into effect. Well, I hadn't said anything like adrenochrome or nothing like that. I need a chrome replacement for my headpiece up here. I need a chrome. I need a chrome tuner. That's what I need.
Very good. Okay, we'll see what Gigi has really quick and
just for like a minute. You play just like a minute of it. Oh, right. I guess I have to press play too, don't I?
Yes,
Charlotte,
you
come here. Well, no, I ain't playing that again. Wow.
Okay, I think you know what it is.
They're even out of tune.
Good. Okay.
That's one of my favorite bands. And this guy plays so many different instruments that I've never even seen in my life. But
I play two, 6-string and 12-string.
Nice.
That's it.
Yep.
I can't blow nothing. I did try to play a flute once, but it didn't go well. And
That's what I played in band.
I tried to play a saxophone once, and with a friend of mine in high school who played saxophone, but it just sounded geese kept following me around. You know, it was
I
ridiculous.
understand totally. I cannot do a reed instrument at all. Nope.
No, if it weren't for fingers, which are deteriorating rapidly, I wouldn't have no musical instruments. Because I definitely don't call my voice one. It just goes along with the guitar. The only reason you get a voice because of this.
Have you met Gigi, Scotty?
I have not.
Gigi, this is Scotty. Scotty, Gigi. Well, she disappeared again, but there she is.
Yes. Well, Gigi impressed me with her take on what was that now? I'm old. I already forgot. Hey, well,
We're all up there.
You ain't black. If you no, wait a minute. What was it?
You talking about one of my little cartoony things?
I put my legs in the pool, they get all hairy and the hair stand up, and the kids love to jump on my lap. Yeah. I'm rebooting.
She's Canadian.
Yeah. Justin Trudeau he's my hero. Yeah, I love Justin. Go, Justin. Go straight to hell, Justin. Go straight to hell. Oh, yeah. Putin called Justin and said, hey, dude, at least I have a budget. Come on.
The thing is, gonna say, if you think I'm a Trudeau fan, you got the wrong person.
Not for a song. Well, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. And all the times I had the chance to. And I had a lover. It's so hard to risk another these days. These days. Now if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, well, it's just that I've been losing for so long. Well, I'll keep on moving. Things are bound to be improving these days. One of these days. Well, cornerstones, count the time, quarter tones to 10. Don't confront me with my failures. I have not forgotten them. song hurts. That's Jackson Brown.
Yay.
He wrote that when he was 16 years old. Think about that.
That was beautiful.
That's powerful.
I hate it that it hurts
Team.
you.
Ah, thank you.
That's
Well, it
easy
hurts
though,
if you don't
Bonnie.
play
You
a
know,
lot.
yeah.
It only hurts if you don't play a lot. And I don't play a lot. Not anymore, anyway. You just kind of lose interest when you get older. You know, when I was in my 20s, I couldn't wait to get home to my amp and my guitar. Or my teens,
Yep.
you know, could not wait to get I got to get back to my guitar so I can play. And that fades as you get older. And I never had a music career. I was a friggin' engineer, of all things. But you can do two things at once. You can walk, chew bubble gum, right? Why not? But yeah, I love the old Jackson Brown songs. That one he recorded in the Holiday Inn and Cocaine. I love that. Was awesome. They had a fiddle and a mandolin going in there. Cocaine running all around my brain. Y'all remember that song?
Yes.
Of course you
Nothing
do.
like the good old days of music.
And Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Except I'm not too thrilled about Young these days. I'm a Joe Rogan fan. My fingers won't work.
Aww.
Things that used to be so easy, now so hard.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember the progression. Especially that guy, that little Pinky. He used to behave. And now he doesn't. He just wants to miss. Every time I throw him at something, he misses. That sucks. That sucks when you're a guitar player. Believe me.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, let's see. I recharted something today that I had wrong in between my crypto and stocks, and it was a good day on the markets. Believe it or not, we did good. The markets did good. The crypto shot up because I think of all the Russians are converting their cash to crypto,
Huh.
to Bitcoin, because their rubles, going down the drain.
I won't
So
touch that.
all the Russians are going into Bitcoin. Well, yeah, I don't blame you
Yeah.
if you don't understand it. And I didn't fully understand it, but I had somewhat of the knowledge of it, so I started looking into it. And hell, now I got 17 different coins. I've got altcoins,
Wow.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, Loop Ring, one called Smooth Love Potion, and that's actually my best performer so far. And it's the currency they use in one of their metaverse sites. One of their those sites you go into is what do they call that? Virtual world.
Yes.
And it's their currency, and it's been growing, and it was easy to get. I think I'm out of tune. Sorry. And you put the capo, it changes everything. Got to get it right. New one I'm learning from Aaron Lewis. Well, it seems that I've come to a fork in the road, with a knife in the breeze at my back, with no way to move forward, and really no way to turn back. And my nights are too long and too lonely, and my daytime still filled with this pain, with me stuck in the middle without the right words to explain. But we all fall down someday. But you try to love me. You tried so hard to save me. You just wanna see me. Just get through my day. So I try to love you the way I'm supposed to. And all that I've been through still gets in my way. You try to love me. You try to love me. Well, it seems that this life just keeps rolling along, like a freight train that's jumped from the tracks. With this weight I've been carrying, a lifetime still breaking my back. And my nights are so long and so empty, and my daytime still filled with this pain, with me stuck in the middle without the right words to explain. But we all fall down. We all fall down someday. But you try to love me. You tried so hard to save me. You just wanna see me. Just get through my day. I try to love you the way I'm supposed to. And all that I've been through You try to love me. 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 You try to love me.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. You like Aaron Lewis songs?
I like all songs.
You like all songs? Let's see.
But that was good.
Like
I'm
James
stepping down. You guys have a great night. I love you all.
Oh, take care, Dorinda.
Sorry, I'm
Love
back.
you.
Sorry, I'm
Nice
going
to
to bed.
meet you. Good to see you. I'm gonna play one more and get out of here. James Taylor.
Alrighty. Thank you.
I hope I don't forget it. Something in the way she moves looks my way, calls my name. It seems to leave this troubled world behind. If I'm feeling down and blue, troubled by some foolish game, she always seems to make me change my mind. And I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. If I'm well, you can't tell. She's been with me now. She's been with me now quite a long, long time. Yes, and I feel fine. Every now and then the things I lean on lose their meaning, and I find myself careening in the places where I should not let me go. She has the power to go where no one else can find me, and to silently remind me of the happiness and good times that I know. Well, I said I just got to know that it isn't what she's got to say, or how she thinks, or where she's been. To me, the words are nice the way they sound. I like to hear them best that way. Doesn't much matter what she means. To me, the words are nice the way they sound. And I feel fine anytime she's around me now. She's around me now, almost all the time. If I'm well, you can tell that she's been with me now. She's been with me quite a long, long time. Yes, I feel fine. There's a screwed up James Patterson also. James will send me a copy.
No, that was great.
Anyway, enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, Scotty.
Anytime.
We always appreciate it.
I'll jump down in the private chat for a while before I go to bed. But I'm done playing. Y'all take care.
I'm probably going to close up pretty soon because it's going on 3 hours. And I said 2. See what happens.
3 hour tour. A 3 hour tour. Tiny ship was tossed, not going through the middle and through the middle.
Yep.
Lost.
The
No, lost. They got a trace up. The ships around on the shore of this uncharted desert isle. With Gilligan and went the skipper to the millionaire and his wife. The movie star, the professor and Mary Ann. Here on Gilligan Drive. There you go.
Awesome.
That was great. That was great. Used to watch that show all the time.
Oh, that was my favorite
Yeah.
show ever, Gigi. Remember that? Hey, Gigi, remember that episode where they almost got off the island, but Gilligan screwed it up?
His little
All the
chunk
time.
floated off.
Remember that one?
Dumbass,
They almost got off, but Gilligan fucked it all up for everybody. Gilligan!
Yeah. I remember watching that for the first time, sitting there and going, "Now, are you kidding me? Even I'm not that stupid."
I loved it when the headhunters would come on the island. There were a bunch of white guys
Right.
dressed up like headhunters.
Oh, there's nothing like the old
Funniest
cartoons.
show ever.
And,
They couldn't get away with that now, could they?
nope.
It would
Nope.
be PC.
Exactly. I think that's
Oh,
kind
my
of why.
goodness.
I think that's
Yes.
kind of why I've picked on some cartoons and brought them and kind of done my own thing with it, because some of them I've looked at, it's like, yeah, nope, not touching that, because boy, that's gonna stir her. Because you think of some of the things they've done in cartoons, it kind of floors you, really. It's like, wow,
I just
that
like
was
how
actually
the
out
professor
there when I was a kid, huh?
I just liked how the professor could make a nuclear generator out of a coconut and a palm leaf, you know?
Right.
Definitely
We
was
got
easy.
internet now, Gilligan. Get on the net and tell them we're here.
Yeah,
I need the internet while I'm here.
get your coconuts and strings to talk to everybody.
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
like to
goodness.
plot today's technology to Gilligan's Island. That would be funny. What do you got? A satellite phone? What
Yeah.
the fuck are you worried about? Give Putin a call. He'll come get you.
Yeah, so true.
Pigs everywhere.
Well, I've got to go because I have to be up at about 8:30 in the morning, which here it's almost 1. So yeah, I gotta
Oh,
get a little
sorry.
sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, no worries. I don't usually have an appointment in the morning, but tomorrow I have an appointment in the morning. So
Well, good news is I heard that Washington's and Oregon and California are dropping the face stopper mandates.
well, the Ford
It's a
is
start.
saying, after March break. So let's cross our fingers they stick to it, and by the end of March, it's done for. Because I walk into a big store and it's literally, walk on through, look at the person that's got to check it all, get around the corner, have it hang from my cheek from the rest of it on, just kind of get people looking at me. It's like, oh, bucker off. You got a problem? Say it to me. Come on, I dare you. I hate the thing. I hate them. Absolutely. That's why I haven't gone to work yet. No, can't
Well,
do it. Can't do it. So
For your sake, Gigi, I hope Justin gets AIDS and passes before tomorrow.
the problem is with Canada, I haven't liked
him in the dark
any
alley.
of them. but none
I
of
would
them are good.
love to meet Justin in a dark alley. Oh,
Well, you know what's kind of funny?
All
you're
of
a
them.
soy boy.
All of them.
A few years ago, when the Gay Pride Parade was happening in Toronto, who's given Justin a good spray with a big giant-sized water squirt gun? But my daughter.
You go, girl. Too bad
Not
it didn't
because
have.
she's whatever, but it's freedom of whatever. She has
Too
gay
bad it
friends and
didn't have
whatever, and she went
nitric
to
acid in
celebrate.
it.
Yeah, she's
You
like,
know,
Mom, guess what I
glycolic
did?
acid.
Yeah. Oh, we all go through all kinds of
That'd be
crazy
best
stuff,
for a
right?
Canadian. Glacial acetic acid would be best to spray in a Canadian's face because it's cheap. Especially
Yeah.
not Canadian's face, Justin Trudeau's face. That
Yeah.
son of a bitch. He's
It'd be
not a
nice-
Canadian. He's not a
It'd be nice to
Canadian.
have all good leaders around everywhere, wouldn't it?
Justin
So-
Trudeau is not Canadian.
Nope, I'm
He's
just saying in
something
general,
else.
but I'm just saying across the whole entire world, it'd be nice if all the countries had a good ruling person instead of all the nonsense that keeps going. Look at Africa. Africa has gone through in each little over and over and over, and they're taking their
Oh,
money,
yeah.
they're doing this, and you're just like,
One genocide to the next.
yeah, it's just it's ridiculous what goes around on this entire planet. It really is. Hard to stop it.
Civilization requires civilization.
Yep,
I mean,
exactly. Being
Right.
civil to one
without
another.
being civil, you have no civilization.
That's right.
And war is not civil.
Same like agreeing to disagree and all that.
You know, Justin Trudeau is not civil. He was an abused child.
Stuck his head in a hole like an
that
ostrich.
grew up spoiled, rotten son of a bitch. He got everything he wanted growing up, country club life, and
Silver spoon.
y'all somehow, not y'all, somehow he got in power. I mean, like Biden didn't get elected. Fuck no.
Yep.
He didn't
that
get
is.
elected. He got put there by a bunch of nefarious shit that's now come out in the open.
Yep.
You know, and it's up
crazy.
to the attorney generals to prosecute it, and they're too political to prosecute it. And here we are. But the evidence
Laws
is
aren't
there.
for the people. Laws are always for everything else but the people.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah,
Good night, Victor. Sorry.
Trudeau's been a piece of shit, and I'm sorry
Yeah.
I've had to deal with him like we've had to deal with Biden. And Biden was egging Trudeau on. He was the one. Yeah, go
Yeah.
for it. Send in the troops. I'll be taking a nap and eating taco.
Would he have? I always wonder if Justin Trudeau wouldn't have talked about
Yeah.
the marijuana laws and everything else, would he have gotten in? Or did it take that to get him in? Not that I have a problem either way, but it's like, it's amazing how certain little topics can get people to go, oh, yeah, okay, soon. But they don't listen to all the rest of it, too, you know. But
Right.
Exactly.
like everything in
Well, and
politics, you never
also
hear the whole
when they're
truth of
running-
anything in politics.
Well,
They will say anything to get in and do the total opposite once they do.
It didn't. Yep. Oh yeah, seen that numerous times for the leaders in here. Hmm.
yeah, if you're
Anyways.
still watching CNN, oh boy, you need help. I mean,
Yep.
there was a bee Babylon bee thing today.
Good night,
That was
Gigi. Love
Good
you.
night, Gigi. I'm out of here too. There was a Babylon bee
Night, love
today
you
on
all.
YouTube. You got to see. That was about. If you're still watching CNN, this is for you, and it was hilarious. So, see if you can find that on YouTube. The Babylon bee.
Babylon what?
Babylon bee. It's a satire
B.
site, like BEE. Babylon bee. And they do nothing but satire, which is, making fun
Okay.
of the left. And
Right.
it's like, visual memes and verbal memes and written memes, and they savage, they terrorize them. And they're hilarious. So if you haven't seen Babylon Bee, you need to.
I will.
They've
I'll
been
look
around
at
a
it.
long
Thank
time.
you.
They took over from The Onion. remember The Onion? This is a
Yes.
satirical newspaper called The Onion.
Yes.
Well, the
Yes.
Babylon Bee kind of took over from them. I can turn off
Oh,
all these
okay.
lights. I'm done playing music. Too many lights.
I sure appreciate you coming up and playing some songs. That was great. As always,
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
you take
Always
care of
love
those hands.
it. Take care of the
I
what?
know, take care of those hands. I know you enjoy playing your guitar.
Oh, man. I got to put my gloves back on. They're getting cold. I wear these gloves when I'm not playing for you. It's the only
Yep.
time I take them off. And I can make a mitten out of it if I want to. They're hunting gloves, hunting and fishing gloves.
Oh, cool.
Mossy oak, of course. And because, even in the summertime, my hands are cold all day. It's like having them stuck in buckets of ice. But don't really get used to it. You just deal with it,
Oh, I know.
You're like, fuck it, keep going. I got things to do. I don't care if it hurts. I got things to do. So you just go through it. And then you take another bong hit, and that helps. Another silicone pipe hit.
Yep.
Most people say, you're a singer. Why do you smoke? I was a smoker before I was a singer. Sorry.
You just say it could be worse. Deal with it.
That's could have syringes hanging out of.
Right.
Yeah. When's my next booster? I want my booster. Give me another booster. Pure blood. I'm back. Thank you very much. I had the coof in December 2019, before it was fashionable.
Yep.
Think about that. 2019, December.
I've heard that a
Charlie and
lot.
I both had the coof
Yep.
in Washington State, where it started. Right?
Wow. Yep.
We were selling berries in Seattle all winter with the spooners, and that are all not all winter, all summer.
Awesome.
Somehow in the winter we both came down with coof.
Wow.
Amazing. Something we'd never had before. I mean, I had walking pneumonia before,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe some of you others have had walking pneumonia. That's what the doctor called it. And I didn't go to the doctor this time. I thought I was broke as a joke, so I just roughed it out.
Yep.
And being a smoker and all that shit, it got down deep in my lungs. It was bad for about 3 weeks. But, it wasn't, I didn't ever feel like I was, going to be punching my card. Never felt
Wow.
like that.
That's
Oh, sorry.
good.
New episode of Adam Carolla is on Spotify. Okay. I keep up with Joe Rogan too. I love Joe Rogan. I can't wait till his next episodes come out.
Yep.
He's gonna rip into now. Good shit. It's good shit. So yeah, well, keep your hopes up that we don't wake up with mushroom clouds in the morning.
Please. Yes.
Well, it's where we are.
I know.
It's where we fucking are.
I pray every night.
My grandkids left tonight, and I looked down with that and I said, God, I hope I get to see them again.
Yep.
That's where we are. And
Got to stay positive.
but you know what really sucked? I mean, the worst stuff possible was those 4 years of peace we had under that mean tweeting orange man.
Yep.
Awful. It's like Here's the way Crowder described the day. You may have a classroom, a bunch of kids go, blah, 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 and this teacher walks in and doesn't
Yeah.
put up with bullshit, and they shut the fuck up, like I would have been as a teacher, which otherwise I couldn't be because they'd have thrown me out my first week for. And then the minute that teacher walks out the room, blah, 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 here they go again. That's what's happening right now. Because the guy that kept the peace for 4 years walked out the room, and they put Bozo the fucking clown in there, and here we go.
Yep.
So the sooner we can undo this mess, this chicken farm ballot burning mess, that's just one state out of 6. Every state has its own set of issues.
Yep. We do.
Wisconsin it's all about, Zuckerbucks and
Yeah.
the ballot roll, the voter rolls and all that shit, and all these corrupt particular politicians.
Yep.
And in Georgia, you got the ballot harvesting, which went on everywhere. The 2,000 Mules. Look for that film coming out by Dinesh D'Souza. Within 2 or 3 weeks, that's what Trump was talking about in his speech. Within 2 or 3 weeks, 2,000 Mules. They got all these guys on videos coming up to the ballot box, fanning out all the ballots they were fixing to stuff and taking a selfie with them so they get paid, and then stuffing them in the boxes. Well, where those ballots come from? The extra mail-ins.
Yep.
It's all via the mail-in. Like Maricopa County needed 2.1 million ballots. They mailed out 4.3 million.
Yeah.
Run back. That was told by many politicians, do not talk to the audit, or we will not renew your contracts.
Yeah.
You cannot talk to Jovan or Doug Logan or Ben Cotton or anybody in that audit, because if you do, you will lose your contracts. Because, if you do, they'll bust us and they'll find out what we did.
Yeah.
And they found out what they did without talking to them. And they still won't talk to them. To even say, no, we didn't do that. I mean, all the mail-in ballots came back to Runback. They knew what the votes were before they even...
Oh, I know. It's
crazy.
We all watched it happen.
And I
And
think the only reason it's not going anywhere is because it's so massive that nobody can get their heads around it.
Yeah.
Or they keep getting sidetracked off on, yeah, but what about this fraud and that fraud and this fraud and that fraud? It's a death by 1,000 paper cuts. And that's probably part of their plan, is that if we attack them from so many angles, they'll never be able to focus on one to nail us.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of their strategy. And that's
Yep.
why they've attacked on so many different dead
Well, yeah.
voters, nursing homes. Let's go. We're just going to fill out and sign your voters, sign it for you, and fuck signature verification. And, fuck this law. We're going to do it this way because of COVID. And we're going to do it this way because of COVID. And so it was a great tool.
Thank you. We can't be saying that.
Yeah, it was a great. Oh, yeah, that or that. What was that? Something Chrome, Arena Chrome.
Yeah. Something like that. All right. I'm going to shut it down.
Good night.
Good night. Y'all all have a good night. Thank you for joining.
Thank
God
you.
bless everyone.
Glad to play for you anytime. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Good night.